Yeah, I found that.
It was tempting, by the way.
I found it out in a conference call. It says, and Lori's vice chair. I was like, well, I'm not sure I know about this. Thanks.
Okay, we are ready to go.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us at the March 27th installment of the UIDRB. I'll start by swearing in city staff. You swear affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do, Stephanie Hensler, Planning Division.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to remember, were the materials that Nadine, I think you sent out, were the meeting minutes on that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to abstain because I didn't read them. Because I didn't see them. Does everyone have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from February?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
There's a motion by Mr. Mathers, seconded by Mr. Reeves. Let's see. Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Gunzelman,
Abstain.
Ms. Parker, Mr. Reeves,
Abstain.
Mr. Sublett, Mr. Smansky,
Approve.
Mr. Mather.
Yes.
We do not have enough votes, so we will have to continue this to.
I will read it when I smell back from it.
But I cannot tell a lie and say that I read something.
We are on the record, so please do not. All right. On to the next.
Uh,
I don't think I will.
Or swear.
You did not, yeah, I'm jumping ahead.
Staff, but I didn't roll. While you rolled.
Correct.
So, Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Gunzelman.
Yes.
Mr. Reeves.
Yes,
Mr. Smansky
Yes.
and Mr. Mather.
Yes.
We do have you, sir.
lovely. Are we ready to start? Which brings us to our one and only case, COA 2500, 185, 102 to 104 East 16th Avenue.
The applicant is requesting review and action on exterior alterations per the submitted drawings, which include repair and replacement of mortar as needed, all mortar to match the original red color, clean and repair stone, replace mortar as needed to match original color, repair and replace soffit as needed with wood in like kind, paint to match existing, repair and replace wood trim as needed with wood in like kind, paint to match existing, remove excess wires, cables, and equipment from the exterior, replace the exterior light fixtures with wall sconces and recessed lights as specified, replace or seal any wall vents or penetrations, replace select doors and or windows with units of like size, aesthetic, and quality as existing, repair or replace chimney in like kind, repair and reflash gutters and downspouts, drains to be repaired or rerouted if necessary with like for like materials, new railing for front porch steps, clean and remove excess paint from the bricks, add material transitions, replace window sealant, reseal masonry connections, repair and or replace roof flashing as needed, remove vegetation and repair any damaged brick, mortar, trim, and or flashing, repair or refinish wood decking. The applicant is also proposing a small second floor addition on the rear, which is the north elevation, to enclose existing roof space. The submission includes a site plan, floor plans, elevations, sections, material specifications, and cut sheets, as well as existing condition photos. Their materials here. Okay, so just to be clear, this is the duplex that is a part of that larger campus project. This is the duplex of this stage. So this is just a reminder of that overall site plan, and then here is the property we picked today. This is the existing floor plans. Here is the new floor plan. So you can see here on the second floor, this is just that space that they would be proposing. There's more detail in that big package. And then they just provided each elevation, all this is the detailed scope that I just read, and with coded notes showing where exactly that work will. And then they included some existing condition photos of like that missing railing and some of that vegetation that needs removed. So this is the south elevation in front of the building. One thing to note, they are not replacing all of the windows. The windows are already vinyl, but they are replacing some of them. But one thing to note, see it in these photos. Right now, these two windows are actually doors. And so I talked with our HPO staff about whether those should stay doors. even though they were not doors originally, because we didn't have evidence that they weren't doors originally, or they thought that it would be appropriate to change them back. They said it would be appropriate because the same condition exists below, and the applicant was amenable to doing that. So the windows that are going to be replaced here are actually going to be windows that come off the back when they do the addition, and then the brick that they infill the door opening with will be also a brick from the back. So they're going to be reusing some of those materials. I did ask them about door replacement because they have this in here as needed. The front doors from afar look like they may have been old, but they're not. They went investigated, they still have stickers on them from where they were replacements. So that was not an issue from staff's perspective. Here's the west elevation again, showing some of those changes. The other more substantive thing is there are glass block windows here that they are proposing to take out and use, again, some of the windows that are coming off the back, changing those out to double little windows instead of the glass block. You can check here. And then, let's see, we have the east elevation, not a ton of work happening over here, just a lot of that repair maintenance. Then we have the rear elevation, which this again is where that addition is going to go, and that brick and those windows will be coming from. A lot of the same repair notes. Besides the addition, the other thing here is just the floor levels are wonky, so they're going to have to adjust this door and ultimately we'll use the transom above this door. But that was also not an issue for staff since it's a rear elevation. We put it surrounded by this new building anyways. So you can see that here. Yeah, here's the addition. They did provide details showing that a few properties down, there is a similar condition that exists where this solid addition. So we have that. And then they provided sections of this new addition and how it's located in the existing building. And then we have our material specifications. And here is the railing. And then the light fixtures, there will be cam lights in the front porch area, and then the wall sconces. These match what was proposed for the new building. And then here again are the proposed elevations all on one slide, and I think that is it. Yep. So with that, the preservation of this building was previously approved as part of the off-campus project on the former Clement 16 university site. The proposal is generally consistent with the university district plan, which recommends the preservation of contributing buildings and their character defining features, with the exception of the relocation of that door and elimination of the transom, as well as the removal of 2 second floor windows, openings on the rear elevation. However, staff does not oppose the proposed changes as they are on the rear elevation and not visible from the street. Further, the plan recommends the use of high quality materials and lighting that complements the building. Lastly, the plan states that additions should contrast the original building design and materials and not obscure it from any significant building features or materials. The proposal is generally consistent with these recommendations. Staff notes that the applicant will be salvaging windows and bricks removed from the rear to be used elsewhere. Staff's recommendation is to support without condition. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The applicant is here. Would you like to step forward, please? Hey, I do need to swear you in, whoever's going to speak. You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Very good. Do you have anything you'd like to add, sir? Anything you'd like to add to the city's review?
Just to reiterate that the doors, our plan is to keep the doors and only replace them if we can't repair them or if they're in bad shape.
Okay. Does anyone on the board have any questions?
How does the door, if a door would need to be replaced, is that going to be something that you would present to staff and you would approve that way, or how does that get done?
The way that it is written in here right now, basically as long as it's in unit of like size, aesthetic, and quality as existing, because that's how they presented it. As long as it is that, they do not need any additional
Review.
approval. So really the thing would be if 5 years down the road, someone noticed they put a door in that was not similar to what was there before, then it could be an issue. But if we approved it as submitted, it would
Okay.
be an additional.
All right, just making sure.
I mean, I don't think those existing doors are
They are,
original.
they are.
And also, I just wanted to clarify, I realized as I read it that I think that, I read repair or replace chimney in like kind, but I don't think it's the chimneys, it's the caps, right?
Right.
Okay, so just to clarify, I'll modify that in the staff report. They're not doing, if there's mortar repair on the chimneys, but it's the caps that need to be replaced to be the.
And our plan is for the light fixture and the railing to be black, which will match the larger building adjacent to it.
From my perspective, it looks like a pretty sensitive renovation and addition. And I mean, you're basically taking a building that needs a little TLC and giving it. So I'm good with it.
Just a quick question on the elevation there where you're infilling. It kind of appears that it might be slightly set back, or what's your intention on how you're completing the siding?
It's actually flush across.
It will be a flush, so you won't see those lines as.
See those lines, other than the materials meeting together and
Okay.
maybe a trim piece.
Right, so the existing siding is gonna be existing,
Correct.
the new siding, and then does it all get painted? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's gonna look different if you don't
It's the same profile siding and it'll all get
paint it.
painted.
That's all I have.
Anyone on this end of the room?
No comments.
No.
Appreciate the thoroughness.
No? Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the applicant as submitted, application as submitted.
I'll second that.
There was a motion by Mr. Fleming, seconded by Mr. Reeves. Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Dozeman,
Yes.
Mr. Reeves.
Yes.
Mr. Smansky,
Yes.
and Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You as well. Go out and enjoy the weather.
Yes,
Don't go back to the office.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the, yeah.
That's
If we
the,
find out you went back, we're gonna retro.
that's the stipulation to the approval, so.
Yeah,
As I recall, you're in charge, but I guess if you need an excuse, you've got one.
All of my other projects are spring break, so I'm gonna.
Oh, there you go. Job.
thank you.
Have a good one.
There were staff approved applications, anything of particular interest?
It's, you, I remember the announcement. Mural maintenance. Like, shingle replacement, like for like, the HRC. Berg was doing like the graphics and then like the PETA mural. That he wants back.
We need a motion, do we not?
Yes.
Do I have a motion to approve the staff approved applications?
I move to approve. Approved.
As vice chair.
And I will second.
There was a motion by Ms. Gunzelman, seconded by Mr. Reeves, Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Gunzelman,
Yes.
Mr. Reeves.
Yes,
Mr. Smansky.
Yes.
And Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Motion carries.
we're good.
And the only, I mentioned it to a few of you, but the only thing is next month, just try to come a little early if you can, because the metal detector will be up and running. And hopefully, well,
But you're not.
Like, getting back up, especially if you have applicants and speakers and things. So if there is no other business, we can be adjourned.
Very good, thank you.